Hey guys, and welcome back to the Real Talk podcast. This is episode 19.
Ooh.
I am your host, as always, Jacob Rice.
And I'm Jared.
And Jared Kiddo, as always, is on my left.
Hello.
You can't see that right now, but you will be able to see it soon.
Yeah, very soon. Very soon.
So we've officially hit the halfway point of the year.
Yeah.
And as many of you will probably have noticed, we have started to release a series of lists.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not BuzzFeed.
No, we're definitely not BuzzFeed.
But there are things that you can only really cover with lists, and that's it. So we did our...
everybody likes a good list, and lists are pretty fun to make.
They are pretty fun
we had
to make.
a lot of fun, just going over the movies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I think last week we did our favourite movies of the year so far.
Yeah.
Which I believe Avengers Endgame won, as if it wasn't always going to.
Yeah.
And then this week we released our most anticipated films.
Yeah.
Of the rest of rest of 2019, heading into a new decade.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
You know what's actually terrifying? We were when we were writing down because we started scheduling yesterday, and we were scheduling everything, and we were writing down. We're almost at episode 20.
We are almost 20 episodes in.
We're almost 20 episodes in, and it's insane.
It's been crazy.
It goes so quickly.
Yeah, it feels like it was only really a couple of weeks ago that we started. And,
yeah.
We've had quite a lot of support from everyone, so I'm happy with everything and how everything's going.
It's going really well.
It is.
I like
it. So we'll... Obviously, the list sort of covers our most anticipated upcoming movies for the rest of the year and what they're about.
Yeah.
I figured today on the podcast we can go through why we're anticipated. In no sort of order, because if you want to find the order, go and read the article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go read the article. You have no excuse.
You have no excuse now. It's on a shiny, brand new website that we released last week.
Yeah.
I hope you've all gone and looked at it several times to read all of our stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we'll start with the probably the most obscure one on the list, Good Boys.
Yeah.
Which we actually talked about on the podcast. I'm going to say episode 6 or 7. It was
something like that.
It was one of the
one of the earlier ones.
Yeah. Before we upgraded the sound quality and just general,
when we were still using
before we were good. Yeah, I say that in jest. We're always good. But yeah, it sort of follows the. It's from the creators of Superbad. So from those of you who
I think it's directed by
old enough to remember when Superbad came out, which I hope is most of you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to feel really old.
I feel old just talking about it.
Yeah. So it sort of follows the same sort of sense of humor in that it follows a group of. I was actually reading the synopsis for it because when I watched the trailers, I didn't really know still what it was about.
Yeah.
It follows a group of 6th graders, I believe.
Yeah.
As they follow a series of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Involving an unsuspected stolen bag of drugs.
The trailer. I still love the trailer. I watched it ages ago, but at the beginning of the trailer, it's Seth Rogen sitting down with the kids in the office in the producer's office, and he just goes, "Well, the movie's done. But the problem is, you can't watch the trailer. We can let you do because it's rated MA-15, so you're legally not allowed to watch the trailer. But we can let you do all of the stuff in the movie. We just can't let you watch you do it. That's fucked up. It is fucked up.
Yeah,
it's really fucked up.
Yeah, because I was it's a bit like that. Which is it looks it's a very, I'm gonna go with vulgar sense of humor.
It's basically Superbad, but when they were kids.
Yeah, which obviously is right up our street.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's not going to appeal to everyone, and obviously the list follows our personal picks. So, some of you might not like it. I would go as far to say is most females. It's definitely aimed at the immature male audience.
So it's aimed at us.
Yeah, it's aimed at us and 14-year-old boys. They said grow old, not grow up. Actually, that's not true. I got told to grow up all the time.
I got told to grow up all the time. Never did. And
now look at me now. Yeah, get a real job. Actually, I did. I got a brand new real job, which we'll go into later.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've got so that looks kind of very okay. I was about to say kind of silly. It looks very inappropriate.
That's great.
It does look great.
It's right up my alley.
Right up. Yeah, I like things dumb.
It's like it's one of those It's definitely it's one of those movies where like you can just switch off and just watch people do dumb shit.
Yeah, like it's not going to win any Oscars.
It's not going to win any Oscars. It's just going to make me laugh. But
yeah, which I mean, in some cases, that's sort of what
that's
you're
all
after.
that's all you want in some of these cases. Like I go watch movies not for the fact if Oscar season comes around, that's when you go watch the movies that make you think. You know, where you got to actually think while you're watching it. Like I can just watch this and I can just turn my brain off and just watch kids run around with a bag of drugs and flashing a dildo everywhere.
Yeah,
well, it's awesome.
That's great. It's like Saints Row the movie.
How come they haven't done that yet? They've made like a bunch of spin-off games, but they haven't even made a movie yet.
It is a bit odd. I mean, maybe we should have covered that in like the first episode when we talked about video game movies. Which I think we'll do a recap of that soon.
Oh, I remember doing that.
Yeah, that was before Detective Pikachu came and blew my dick off. Yeah, so we'll go through some of that. Yeah, you react into a game nobody else can say.
What are we playing? Playing Watch Dogs.
I'm playing Watch Dogs 2.
And Jacob just did a backflip.
For the first time. And yeah, sometimes when you just jump off stuff, he just does a backflip.
I love it. Like, this game is like...
It's retarded. This game is retarded.
It's just... Like, you're a parkour master, and you're also a hacker. And
I'm the world's most awesome hipster.
You're the world's most awesome hipster. Your weapon is a yo-yo.
Which really isn't a triumph.
Yeah, it's fine. But what's another movie that we've anticipated?
I mean, you wrote it. Shouldn't you remember that?
I've got a bad memory. I think... What was the other one? It was... King.
So we'll get into that later.
Right.
Obviously, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the...
Yeah. Actually... I saw so many ads for that last night when I was watching Origin. It's making me more.
It looks great. It really does look fantastic.
Yeah, I just love the Leonardo DiCaprio dance. The shrug.
Yeah, he's a
funny guy.
He's Rick fucking Dalton.
He's Rick fucking Dalton.
Yeah. So
I'm excited to see what they do. How they play the Manson. Is it the
Charles Manson.
The Charles Manson murders, or the Manson family murders, into it. And I'm excited to see what Margot Robbie's part to play in. I think...
Yeah, it's because she plays the first victim.
Yeah.
So,
not first. I think one.
I think it was his first... Pretty sure it was the first. I may be wrong.
I don't think... Did Charles Manson actually kill anybody, or did he just get other people?
I'm a bit fuzzy. I'm not a huge.
I didn't really follow it that well. I know that he was very influential.
I'm not one of those crazy people who love serial killers. Because they are fucking serial killers.
Jesus, punch that dude in the face. And
again, react into a game nobody else can see.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Yeah. So. Obviously, we've said it quite a lot on the subject of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Go and watch it. Just go and watch it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see what Quentin Tarantino does with this story. He got a lot of crap for not giving Margot Robbie a massive role in it.
I don't think that the size of the role somebody has anything to do with their
Yeah, I mean,
especially for Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah, exactly.
They're very
like even if you have a small role in a Quentin Tarantino film, he's a great writer. He wouldn't have put an actor in that role if he didn't think that they would be good for that role.
Exactly. I mean, look at like Samuel L. Jackson in like Django. He basically did nothing.
Yeah, he was in it for the last part of the movie, and he was only in a few scenes, but he was one of the most standout characters in that movie.
Yeah, and he did very little in comparison.
Yeah, and I'm sure Margot Robbie is going to do a great job in this movie. She just doesn't have...
Definitely. Yeah. Having a huge role does not mean necessarily that you're going to kill it. I mean, there have been plenty of people in the past who have had massive roles in films and been absolutely shit.
Yeah, like Liam Neeson
in
Phantom Menace.
Almost all of his last films.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
What was the last film he did? He did
Cold Pursuit, which you reviewed, and I think you gave it like a star,
yeah,
2 stars.
Terrible. Yeah. That movie was confusing. I had no idea what was happening.
It was complete trash.
It was a remake, wasn't it? Because there was a Cold Pursuit.
Think so.
Yeah, because I had no idea. It started off really good, and then it just they marketed it as an action movie, and then it just turned into a really slow paced drama, which made no sense.
No.
If they pulled it off, it actually would have been good, but it didn't go anywhere. It was just some mopey dude.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Is a lot of things look great in
the trailers.
Yeah, they it's all marketing. Like, it's really easy to market something as looking really, really good.
Yeah, but
it's less easy to.
But if you market something as a certain type of movie, and then people go watch it, and then they get pissed off because that's not what they wanted, then it's kind of the marketing team's fault at that point because they miss it because they.
I mean, it's the marketing team's fault anyway.
Yeah, true. So.
I think
there was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then there was nice, and then it was what else was it? There was something. I need to get the list out. Hold on.
No, I'm quite happy to watch you struggle for a change. Usually it's
you struggling.
It's you dumping information on me.
I never dumped information on you.
No, you usually ask me for information I definitely don't have.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch you squirm.
Well, fuck you. This is the end of Real Talk.
What?
This is the end of Real Talk.
No, don't say that.
I'm done.
This is definitely one of our most off-the-cuff podcasts. It's very relaxed. I like it. Yesterday, article. Here we go, article. Nope, that's not right.
Where did that asshole come from? Sorry, that's...
Yeah. Going off it again and no one can see.
Fuck you. Piece of shit.
Joker. How did I forget about Joker?
I think because the first trailer for it was announced months ago.
It was months ago that trailer came out.
And we've had no information on it since.
But I've been hearing from a lot of people that apparently they're trying to stay as far away from the comics as possible.
Yes, which I
agree.
We've discussed. I fundamentally disagree.
But I kind of understand where they're coming from. Like, they don't want to make it another superhero movie. Like, they kind of want to make it a story piece on Arthur Fleck, who happens to be known as the Joker.
Yeah.
Which I am happy for. And however, if they stray completely far from the comics, then it's going to piss off a lot of people because the movie is literally called Joker.
Joker, yeah.
So if they put Batman in it, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my shit, and not in a good way.
Yeah, look, I'm with you. I think that
because the Joker can hold his own movie.
Yeah,
doesn't
this does need to be kept separate from Batman.
Yeah. But he doesn't need...
More because I'm not entirely sure how I feel about recasting...
They got a vampire.
Batman so soon.
They got... What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
I almost said Edward. That was his character in Twilight.
No, everyone knows him as Edward. But, yeah. I have faith.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Jack
they saw
Whitehall's arch nemesis.
Jack Whitehall's arch nemesis. I have look if they saw something in that guy to take on the mantle as the Batman, I have complete faith.
That makes
I'm
one of
on
us.
board. I'm on board until I see the movie. I'm not going to say anything until I see the movie.
That is very admirable of you.
Yeah.
I, however, will judge it horrendously.
Yeah, fucked up being a vampire. You don't get to be Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I never watched any of the Twilight movies. I couldn't finish.
I watched the first
half
one.
Of the first one.
I watched the first one. I'll give anything a try.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just let's not get into that now. And then
there was
Star Wars.
That's probably our most.
That definitely is.
It's the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah. Look, it's a story that is 42 years in the making.
Yeah.
It's been going since years and years before I was born. The first, episode 4 was released in 1977.
Yeah. Like the
my
disco
age. My dad was 7.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's why people love it so much, because it holds its own. It's been a beloved franchise for so long across 3 generations.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said when Force Awakens was released, obviously that was the first Star Wars movie to be released when I was an adult.
Yeah.
And I think we took my niece. Well, I was watching it with my niece not long after it came out. I think she would have been a bit young to go actually to the cinema to watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that as of Force Awakens, that is the 3rd generation that a Star Wars movie has been released in.
Yeah, it's freaky, isn't it?
It's insane. Like, there has never been a franchise that's been that long running.
Yeah, you're right. No, there's nothing. But it's weird that they're ending off the Skywalker saga. I'm excited to see what they do. I know what they're doing next. Like, they got the Mandalorian coming out, the TV show, and then they've got
allegedly an Old Republic spin-off series coming.
Yeah, I think they're going to do the Old Republic saga.
I would.
That would be nice.
Like
to see.
that, but they're playing with fire.
Are they?
Yeah, that is a well-known and well-loved franchise already. I think to adapt that into a movie is risky because Star Wars fans are well known for being very accepting of accepting in their Star Wars sagas. Yeah. He says heavily sarcastically.
Yeah, but I just really want to see Darth Revan. I want to see them because I've seen so many concept arts of Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan, which I want to see.
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Who would you pick to play him?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. You just put a dog in front of him.
Why? Because Keanu Reeves. That's why.
Yeah,
because Keanu Reeves.
The thing is, Keanu Reeves, he's on a high right now.
He's on a high
right now. He was in a dip. Now, ever since John Wick, ever since that fateful night his dog was murdered, he's just gone on a rampage and he's never stopped.
I think he's hit a very he's hit a point in his career now where he just does whatever he feels like.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't give a shit, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, like he did that Netflix movie. He did Always in My Maybe. He did, and now he's a character in that game. What's it called?
Cyberpunk 2077.
2077. You're amazing. No, you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
Did you notice in the video when he does it, his foot is not right? It's like sideways on the floor.
No.
Yeah, I do.
On account of me, I'm not being obsessive compulsive.
I am obsessive compulsive. I've seen it several times. It just makes me mad. Just fix your foot. Just fix your foot.
Fix your body. What's wrong with you?
Fix your body, Keanu. God damn
it. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is huge. It's huge to us. It's been a major part of our lives for the entirety of them.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what they do with this last movie. It's called The Rise of Skywalker, and I really want to see what they do with it. I don't know what they're doing with Palpatine or with the Emperor.
I'm finding it particularly odd that the Rise of Skywalker is coming out when there are currently no Skywalkers left. And I know what you're going to say, like...
We don't know that Rey could be a Skywalker?
I really hope not.
I mean, I hope she's a Darth Sidious clone.
I did bring that up the other day.
You brought it up the other day.
We all laughed when it was brought up that maybe she was a relative of Palpatine.
But you never know. Like in the war, But there's always that but.
There is always that but.
Yeah, not that but.
Having said that, with him potentially coming back, it wouldn't be horrible if they did it right. Because I'm saying this is, it's weird that what started as so the Skywalker name being the like hero for the light side, and Palpatine being the hero for the dark side. For it to get to a point where Ben Solo, the last Skywalker, is the hero for the dark side. And Palpatine, who is his, like, if Rey is Palpatine's clone or offspring or however that plays out, the fact that she is the hero and they've actually switched sides,
that'd be cool.
It's actually like a cool way to play that, because I feel like up to this point a lot of it's been like, it's been based around like your family. It's like, so and so was evil, therefore you're evil. Like,
it'd be cool if they switched it.
If they switched it and they were like, it's got nothing to do with like how you're raised or any of that shit. It's just you are naturally inclined to each side of the Force. And also her being a Palpatine, would allegedly. I'm not saying like this is all on a what if basis. If she turns out to be a Palpatine, that would explain her natural pull immediately to the dark side. Which freaks Luke out so much in Last Jedi when he's like, you went straight to the dark side. Like, you didn't even think, because especially if she's a clone, then she would be designed to go entirely immediately straight to the dark side.
Absolutely. But the thing is, like, at first I laughed when you suggested that she was a clone. In the lore, Palpatine is known for
creating clones
of himself, because he was always preparing for, because he knew he wasn't always going to be around. And he like put clones of himself. He made clones of himself. He was known to do that. He was like, and there's so much lore when it comes to Darth Sidious or Emperor Palpatine. Like, there's one, I don't know if it's a lore anymore, but he was the one who he used the Force to create Anakin.
It's not currently canon, but it does make the most sense.
It does. It doesn't. It does. But in that way, Darth Vader is Palpatine's son. Kind of. Not really. There was no penetration.
there was no natural. He would still mean that Anakin is a child of the Force.
Right. Yes.
Because genetically he is Jimmy Skywalker and the Forces. It was literally just a manipulation of.
The midichlorians.
It's like that is. I don't see that as Palpatine being Anakin's father in any way, any more than if you were to create a child in a test tube. That child belongs to the doctor.
That child belongs to the tube.
The tube is the
tube. And there was one more. There was one more movie.
There was one more movie. It was The Lion King, which is actually the first to come out of that list.
Yeah, we just did it backwards.
It comes out on Thursday.
Yeah, it comes out on Thursday.
I'm really excited. So just the cast alone, James Earl Jones coming back as Mufasa is a huge win for this film.
Also, you can really hear the age in James Earl Jones' voice.
You can. You could hear it in Rogue One as well when he showed him as Darth Vader, and you're like, shit, man, you got old.
Yeah.
But he is like 80 something.
Yeah,
So.
he's still doing work. He's still going strong. Good on you, James.
Yeah, and just this cast, man. I think Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, Donald Glover as Simba is just the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Beyonce as Nala, I'm going to be honest, I could take or leave. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan.
Hey.
I believe she'll do a great job.
Yeah, don't you diss the Queen Bee.
I will do what I want. I will fight you on podcast. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying it's not my thing.
And I'm telling you, don't diss Queen Bee.
But I think out of all of my casting, my favourite has to be John Oliver as Zazu.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anyone except him could top Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Rowan Atkinson was Zazu.
Yeah, Mr. Bean was Zazu.
Yeah. That when he was actually working.
He is working.
Is he working still?
Yeah, he writes stuff now. I mean, the guy is a literal freaking genius.
He's a genius, but his biggest role is him playing an idiot.
Yeah, and Blackadder.
Oh, yeah, and Blackadder. That was a really good show.
Yeah, fantastic show. Yeah, so,
what the...
I don't know.
Oh my god, the physics in this game makes no sense.
It's a video game.
Yeah, I know. You can't run through a bush, but you can go over a fucking...
Telegraph pole.
A telegraph pole with a bike.
Science, bitch.
Science.
Yeah, so... Like, it just looks so good. And
yeah.
like,
I can't wait to do the comparison between, like, the animated and the...
I think we'll do an audio one. In fact, we may have a camera by then. We might be able to do a video one.
Yep.
Our first video
is of the Lion King.
Because we're adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty keen for that. I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty freaking excited.
I'm excited.
Lion King is my favourite Disney movie, always has been.
I don't know if I can take Mufasa being trampled again. It's real now. I don't know if I can take it.
Yeah, do you reckon they took a lion and they like threw it in front of a stampede and they're like,
we need to make this realistic and kick a lion.
It's a lion. Like, can we just borrow this from the local zoo? And they're like, yeah. Can we have it back? It's like, yeah. Yeah, you can have it back. And then they just bring back cat paste.
We gotta make this as realistic as possible.
It's like, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we brought the lion back. The bad news is he's a rug now.
Oh shit!
They probably didn't do that. I'd like to point out before anyone gets like shits with me. That's not funny. It's kind of funny. It's mainly because they definitely didn't.
I'll just pass a rug. Oh man. Yeah, at first when they said that they were doing the live action remake of The Lion King, I thought they were just going to show like an episode of David Attenborough in Africa. That's basically what The Lion King is, isn't it?
And the dead lion is stumbled by antelope. They're wildebeest, aren't they?
Is it wildebeest or are they...
Pretty sure they're wildebeest.
They're buffalo.
No,
they're not. They're not buffalo.
Wildebeest.
Get off of me, you fucking wildebeest. That's my impersonation of Kermit's pelvis being crushed by Mrs. Piggy. Get off of me, you fucking wildebeest.
I'm definitely enjoying the more casual style of podcast.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. I'd like to point out.
We have fun on every podcast.
We do. The people listening at home, the more casual podcasts are coming around because we are planning on doing a more formal, short news segment based ones.
Yeah.
Coming soon, and by coming soon I mean when I am good and ready.
Yeah, when I'm good and ready. This is our business. We do what we want.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into this stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that it never gets mentioned.
Yeah. Like, I remember when we first started talking about this, it's like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Now, when it gets around to the podcast, when we get around to doing the podcast, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck, we're out
There's
of
so
time.
much shit to do.
How did we forget to do blah, 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 insert thing that Jacob's forgotten to do this week?
It took me, like, and even when it came to, like, what do you call it? Social media. Like,
we dropped the ball on social media
dropped the ball
so many times.
So hard. Like, it took one of our friends to tell us this, like, because she does, like, social media marketing. And she tells us, like, oh, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? I'm like, we do the bare minimum.
Yeah, true. I suppose.
And then we did it, and it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
It worked.
Yeah, I suppose shout out to Talia Ryder from Jets Gym in Penzhurst.
Yeah. I did my first training session today.
She's a crap person. But
She's a crap person.
She did us a huge favour by putting up with that shit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the closest you're going to get to a thank you from us if you're listening. If you're not listening, why aren't you listening?
Yeah, and also, thanks for the cactus. It was late. But
also, thanks for Lee. Did you not know? Okay. Minor story. Tangent. She bought us a cactus when we moved in as a housewarming present. She bought us a cactus because when she came in and she said, maybe I should buy you a housewarming present, I said, buy me a fucking cactus. So I got a cactus, and then we called it Lee. Would you like to know why it's called Lee?
Why?
It's called Lee because now it's Spike Lee.
You're such a... Oh my god.
Right, don't give it the you're such a... That's fucking great. That's a fantastic joke.
You're Spike Lee.
Yeah, that's right. Spike Lee is on our windowsill.
Oh crap. Is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
In the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen.
Oh.
Where else have you got a cactus?
Have we watered it at all?
No, it's a cactus.
Oh.
I'll water it later.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Also, there was one more thing that we had to announce.
We have several things to go through.
We have several
I don't know
things.
what your one more thing is. We've got 15 minutes to talk about everything.
Don't.
Pet the Doge!
I thought you were going to shoot it.
No, I'm not going to. What the fuck do you think I am? Jesus. The people at home, I'm petting El Doge on Watch Dogs. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Well, we were playing this the other day, and then
that was different. It was a vicious attack dog. Right? Those aren't real dogs. There's a fake robot dog.
Every dog to me is a real dog.
They're fake robot dogs. Okay, so we'll do the announcement first, seeing as you've blown it.
How did I blow it?
You bastard.
Can't do anything right.
Oh, you can.
Okay.
They're writing reviews.
Thanks, man.
Speaking of reviews,
Ooh. Oh, what a segue. You're good at these.
I am good at this. I'm also getting very smug about it.
Yeah.
I'm not changing it. We are taking away a review a week, which I know what you're thinking. I thought you said we were going to get more content. You are going to get more content. All right, calm down.
Carl.
So instead of getting 2 new film reviews a week, which we are struggling to find time to go and watch 2 movies at the cinema a week,
Yes.
we are going to do something we've been thinking about doing for a little while, and we're going to do retro reviews.
Yay.
Now, it's all pretty much in the name. I'm sure you've worked it out by now. A retro review is we take a movie from, 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, and we do a review to see if it holds up.
Yeah.
Because we've been thinking about it for a little while. There's a lot of
there's a lot of movies that we like, and it was like, oh, we should write a review. Oh man, I want to write a review on that. It's like, why don't we?
It's like, could you imagine what our review for that would have been like if it had come back in blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do that because we feel like it.
Yeah. And also, I think it's going to be fun. I want to do a review on Roadhouse.
So you've been going on about that film for weeks.
Roadhouse.
I hate you. So the first one is up. It's on the website. You may have seen the poster for it. It's on our Instagram story, and it's on Jared's Instagram story. Not that that's worth anything.
Hey, dick.
Yeah. So we did
Follow
the
me
Lion
on
King.
Instagram.
Yeah, we did the Lion King, obviously, because the Lion King, the remake is coming out
Yeah.
in a few days.
Yeah. Oh god, just thinking about it now, it's getting me all giddy.
Yeah. So it's coming out in a couple of days. So we did the original. We're not doing star ratings as of yet. If you want star ratings, let us know. We will. I didn't put it on the first one because I forgot. I was going to do at the end put the release date of the original, and then I forgot. For those of you listening, it was 1992.
Was it 92 or 91?
Might have been 91.
Yeah, because that movie's like.
It was also before I was born.
It was before I was born.
I'm not that old. Which I just like to point out. I'm not that old.
I'm not.
I'm older than you.
Yeah.
So we're moving into those. We will be taking requests for those.
Yeah.
Obviously, apparently, Jared will be doing Roadhouse every week.
I'm not doing Roadhouse every week. Just
of
every other week. It's a good movie.
It's not that good.
It's good.
It's good. It's not every week good.
It's
good. It's not every week good.
I like it.
Really, we couldn't tell. Nobody at home could tell that you were a big fan of Roadhouse.
He grabs a dude by the throat.
We know we've all seen the movie. Save it through the review.
I used to fuck guys like in prison. What? That you cannot say that now.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in 80s movies that you could not do now. That would piss off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, being a man.
Oh, shit.
At the butt smile. Because there's you've completely ruined my train of thought with your obsession with the Roadhouse.
Sorry.
That's fine. So we figured there's a lot of sequels coming out from like franchises that are 20, 30, 40 years old. Like we had, was it Blade Runner? Not that long ago.
Yep.
And that movie's fucking ancient.
Yeah.
And then we've got, obviously, there was a rumor that The Matrix was going to get remade.
Really?
Yeah, I don't agree with it personally, but what do I know? I just work here.
Oh, shit.
And then obviously there's the Disney remake, so Maleficent's getting a sequel.
Yeah,
I don't think it needs a sequel. I think they're literally making it as a response to the fact that people got the shits that she wasn't a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, no, they've made her a bad guy. Which I think is a bit shit.
The whole point of Maleficent was to show, like, just because, like, there's more than meets the eye with a person. Maybe they're bad because something happened.
People fucking suck, alright?
Yeah, I know.
So we're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And then the trailer for it this week actually dropped. Mulan. We're getting a Mulan sequel.
Mulan.
Like a live action remake.
Yeah.
So that means I get to go and watch Mulan again.
Yes.
Which is Eddie Murphy's best film.
Apparently they're not, like, it's not a musical.
It's apparently there may be a few of the songs in there, but yeah, it's not really musical, and they've taken general.
Oh, they've taken the love interest out.
Shao or Chun or
whatever his name is.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember any other names except Mulan and Mushu.
Yeah. Dishonor on you.
Dishonor on your cow. Which somebody at work, at the other work, my recently leaving work, didn't realize the other day that the cow he refers to is the horse. He thinks the horse is a cow. What a dumbass.
I love Mushu.
So that's coming out. So with all this stuff coming, we're going to bring retro reviews because that requires less moving around on our part while we try and get video podcasts up and like video reviews and all things coming. We can tell you that the video reviews will be hosted by Jared.
Yay!
He will be the mug that you have to look at whilst listening to whether or not you should go and look at the film.
Yes. And I'm also an attention seeker, so I like attention.
He does.
Give me attention.
Make sure to abuse him on Twitter.
Please do. I thrive off that
Jared
stuff.
Kidder
1. Please do. Call me whatever you want. Please don't. Actually, I'm.
He has a very fragile.
I'm very fragile. So do it. I dare you.
Yeah. So there are. I don't think anything else comes out this week. Oh.
Ow. Smacked me in the back of the head.
No, I've got your ear. Crawl also comes out this week. A movie about a giant crocodile that somehow gets into someone's basement in a hurricane.
Right.
You want to watch it, don't you?
No, but it's my job.
You wanted to write a bad review.
Fine.
That's right. This guy actively wants to write a negative review.
Well, every movie we've seen, and this sounds like a bit. It sounds like a bitch, but every movie that we've seen has been great.
Yeah.
I want to write a review where I'm like, that was terrible. People need to know that. The last time I did that was for What Men Want or whatever.
And that was
garbage.
Complete garbage.
I think I gave that like half a star. Or like 1.5. Or like,
you gave it 1.
I gave it 1 star. I don't think I've given anything half a star. Well, You know what I will give half a star when we start doing the retro reviews? The Room. I can't wait to review that.
We're not doing The Room based entirely off the fact that nobody should even know about it. I want the knowledge of that film to die.
No, that movie's great.
I'll kill you.
They play it once.
We've been through this before. I'll actually kill you.
Fine.
Do you want to die?
A little.
Yeah, okay. So we've got all this new content coming.
Yeah.
We've got all this new content out. Obviously, having the website out was a big step for us.
Yes. So happy that we got the website out.
I'm pretty stoked. And we actually managed to keep it a secret for a change, which we usually blow within like a couple of days of deciding that we're going to keep something a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's time. I mean, I could keep talking about shit for...
Yeah, we could keep on rambling on.
I have many things to talk about the MCU and its future, but I won't do that today. Maybe next week if we've got nothing huge on.
Yeah,
I'll talk shit about the MCU and about how Captain Marvel shouldn't be the captain and Doctor Strange should. I could have really upset a lot of people with that. So we'll call it there. If you are looking to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at Review by Lurch. You can follow Jared.
You can follow me at Jared Kiddo 1.
We have Facebook and Instagram. They're Real Talk Pop Culture Discussions. All links are on the website.
Yes.
Which is realtalkpcd.com.
Yep. It's so good to say that.
It is, isn't it? And the podcast is on SoundCloud and YouTube. If you are ever looking for anything to do with us, you can find everything except the Instagram link on our website because for some reason it doesn't want to go up. I spent an hour on Wednesday night
trying to
trying to add links. I added every other link, was fine.
Yeah.
Did not want Instagram. Just wouldn't do it.
Which
I think is an Instagram thing. They don't want links to the site. So go and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Say Real Talk _ Pop Culture Discussions. In fact, more of our stuff goes there than anywhere else.
Yeah. And also, we have Photoshop now, so a lot of our photos will be Photoshopped and they'll look great.
Yeah, they will all have Jared's face superimposed on it.
No, I will try.
Every single one.
Yeah, you'll be able to see.
Superimposed.
You'll see my
RoboCop's cock.
What?
I'll make it happen.
Fine.
So with that...
I didn't even hesitate.
No, you're like, yeah, okay. So with that being said, it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Episode 20 is coming next week. That's it's pretty huge. That's 20 weeks of putting up with your shit and you putting up with our shit.
Yeah.
So fantastic. As always, guys, keep it real.
Keep it real, guys. Stay sexy.